Nothing we say in this video is intended as personalized trading advice for you. And please remember to subscribe to the Peter Leeds channel. There's lots of stuff you get here that you will not hear anywhere else. I do things differently, and the way you do anything is the way you do everything. I do things on another level. People don't understand me at first, but once you get used to me, there's a lot of opportunity there by getting to know the way that I think. You were told the economy was so strong, that people have less debt, that families are in better shape than they have been for a while. None of that is true. And you would have heard the other side of it if you were listening to these videos, and then maybe you would have made different decisions. But if you believe the economy is strong, and you just go with that because the powers that be told you that, now you're sitting here on the wrong side of things. And what moves would you have made if you knew ahead of time that the economy was weak, even though they're telling you it was strong? You would have sold some things, you would have bought some things. Maybe right now you'd be in a better situation than you are if you'd listened to the right people at the right time. None of this, there's no more corrections anymore. None of this, yes, Bitcoin's going much, much higher. I told you guys you're getting let off the cliff. I'll be coming home on Thursday to get back to things, get back to the world, and that's when I'm going to start raising my army. Meanwhile, as you've heard, everyone's living off of debt, and you probably feel this yourself. It may even be you as well. Everybody seems to be living off of debt. Credit card amounts are just ballooning. People aren't able to afford to have a lifestyle in this current environment, especially with the costs of things due to inflation. Just all the same stuff you're hearing from everybody else, so I'm not going to get into it too deeply, but I want to tell you something that you guys probably don't know about me. And it's weird. I really can't film a video in front of people or when people are around. So I'm working on that right now. And I mean, there's so many people having a conversation right beside me while I'm trying to think and talk to you guys. But even when I was in Paris with my daughter, I got her to leave so I could film a video from there. And whenever I'm filming a video, it's weird that I can't do it when people are around. Tammy's there, I won't do it. And it's like, but everyone's going to see it. So a lot of people are see the video, but it's like that's after the fact. I'm already home in bed sleeping or whatever. So it's weird that I can't film in front of people. I don't like to do it. So I'm really working on it. And there's so many annoying people here. I think I'm one of them. You know that for any argument, there's two sides. Someone says it's going to go higher, someone says it's going to go lower. There's always a ton of people on each side of every argument. What happens is that people will ignore or turn off the people who aren't agreeing with them, and they'll listen to the people that they agree with. So what you're doing is you're really just believing what you already believe, and you're believing it harder. It's so important if you want to have a total look at any concept or idea or situation. You want to look at the people who don't agree with you first, and figure out why they're saying what they're saying, and then you also look at the people who agree with you to kind of bolster your viewpoint or reinforce your beliefs. So here's a challenge for you guys. Take something that you believe in. You believe cryptocurrencies are going to go so much higher, or gold's going to go so much higher. And find people who are saying the exact opposite, and watch their videos and look at what points they're making. Do those points apply? Is it going to make a difference? Are they maybe right? And how you know that, you just see what they say, you watch if they're right. And you should do this to anybody that you're going to follow, especially on YouTube, because there's a lot of garbage out there right now. Especially on YouTube, what you want to do is follow somebody, but see if they're right. See how many times they get it wrong. And get an idea about how much you can put trust in what they're believing in. That's one of the most important things, is to make sure you're following the right types of people. And hey, I wanted to give you guys a thank you for putting up with me that I had to suddenly disappear for a while, and I also want to send that same appreciation to everybody on my team. You guys were awesome. It was so good. It was such a good feeling when I had to step out for a bit, that they just kept everything rolling and kept track of everything and kept working on what they're working on. But it's all figured out now. I'm coming home on Thursday, like I told you, and then we're going to get back into things. We'll start with the gold coin contest. I'm going to get that put away and dealt with, and we're going to not be talking about that anymore. And that'll be the second Peter Leeds gold coin contest. We're going to wrap it up. You guys are going to vote. Also, be ready to join my army. This is very serious. You guys are all joining my army. I hope every single one of you can be a part of this. And you're going to see that it's going to be good for you too. This isn't a thing for me. This is a thing for us. This army is going to be glorious. Here's something I want you guys to do. For all of July, till the end of this month, I want you to really think about and plan your approach for how you're going to weather the storm that's to come. What are you going to look at buying? What kinds of things are you going to cut back on to save more money? How are you going to look at things, and where do you want to end up a year from now, let alone a month from now? So for all of July, this is just a short assignment for you guys. Figure out what you're going to do, where you're going to learn, how you're going to make the moves you need to make. This is a good place to start on the Peter Leeds YouTube channel, which is why you want to subscribe. We want to be looking for capitulation points in stocks, in assets, in cryptocurrencies, and all of them, these capitulation points, all of this is just ahead of us in the coming months. Whether you're talking about low price shares, stocks that are trading at $5 each or less, like the ones I talk about in penny stocks for dummies, or you're talking about a big blue chip company that's worth billions of dollars. There's certain things you need to look at with any company, and that's what we talk about in the 29-point leads analysis. You can see the whole deal at peterleeds.com for free. There's a page there that shows you exactly what we look at and why each part of it is important. We're talking about fundamentals, that's 80% of what we do. Then 10% is technical analysis, 10% is something I call third level analysis. You're looking at marketing approaches, marketing effectiveness. You're looking at marketing approaches, marketing effectiveness, positioning, branding, all the important stuff that will make more of a difference than a lot of the operational numbers. I wasn't even planning on filming a video during the day. It's crazy here during the day. But I came here and I was doing some location scouting. I set up the shot and it just looks too good. And so I'm filming it right now with the New York Stock Exchange in the background. What I'm saying about the low price stocks, we specialize in shares that are $5 each or less. These are sometimes companies that are just getting started, getting their proof of concept behind them, and now starting to build out into the industry or market that they're going into. And in other situations, we're talking about companies that are out of favor or being unfairly treated by investors. Something happens that they overreact to, the share price is very undervalued. And we also do swing trades where stock is going the wrong way a bit unfairly. We feel it's been overreacted to by a lot of investors who got spooked. And this company is only going to keep on building and growing and bringing in more revenues, lowering costs. Those are the kinds of stocks we focus on. Those are the long-term hot list picks. We also do the short-term swing trades. And if you get involved in the newsletter, then you're also going to see all my replies to people in email when I give them, especially if they're a lifetime subscriber, I'll give them a much more in-depth and involved reply from some of the questions that you probably have yourself. You'll see what I said to them. But even if the speculative newsletter is not for you, turning a few $100s into a few thousand, if that's not what you're looking for, that's cool, that's okay. There's plenty of other options and opportunities up there. There's plenty of other opportunities and options out there, and I think that you should start looking into a lot of them right now. Now's the time. Everything is falling off the rails at once. You've heard things about debt jubilee, but you're hearing about the US dollar losing its reserve currency status, the petrodollar falling apart. There's other countries that are actually actively working against the petrodollar and therefore working against the reserve currency status of the US dollar. And we're just taking advantage of it, and it's printing so much money that it's destroying the value of the actual money you have hidden under your mattress right now. It's actually losing value just sitting there. One of the reasons I want to get back to all my editing programs and software and tools and things is because we're getting a lot of testimonials lately, good testimonials that I want to show you guys what a person said rather than trying to remember it off the top of my head. So when I get back to things, I can show you some of these testimonials. We got them coming in pretty strongly now. The other day, the guy made 70 grand. Another person made 100%, over 100% in a short window of time. I want you guys to see the kinds of results and gains that people are getting. And this is one of the things I want to talk about, especially now when there's been this big distraction of cryptocurrencies, and now a lot of people wound up getting burned by it. Some people did okay, but the point is that distracted people from other opportunities, such as the Peter Leeds newsletter, of course. These are stocks that we expect to go up several times in price. We're looking at good, high-quality companies that just happen to be trading at low prices. And so if you're looking to double or triple your money on cryptocurrencies, you can do that all the time, all day long, with the peterleeds.com newsletter. And one of the things I'm adding back into it is I'm going to be doing a quarterly state of the market report where I'll bang out a whole article about what's going on each 3 months, and also build that into a video that you can see for free because I'll put it out on the YouTube channel. But there'll be the article plus the video every 3 months. That's something I'm aiming to do. My schedule is pretty much crazy lately, but I'm getting on top of it now. Once I get back to the world, we're going to take care of all of that stuff. And now I got to go back to the hotel and complain to the manager. Disability friendly room, my ass.